So, 2023 has been a year. What's up, Homedawgs? My name is Gokey Gamer, and welcome to this video that I decided to make at the end of the year. This is a bit last minute. I got home a couple hours ago from flying back from my parents' house, and I've been awake since 4 in the morning. I'm currently drinking coffee. It's 6 p.m. Central Time as well, so I've actually been up till 7 p.m. technically. And your boy is tired! But I wanted to make this video now because this is the only time I'll have this space available to me for a while, where I'm the only one in the household, so I just wanted to take advantage of it so that way I don't have to worry about my volume, or I don't have to worry about anybody overhearing me, and all that fun stuff. So yeah, I'm not going to be editing this down at all. This is going to be a very simple video for me to edit because I want to get this up as soon as possible, and also just because, again, I don't want to spend too much time on this video because I wanted to get it out before the end of the year, and also just because I just wanted to talk with you guys and catch up and be like, hi, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well and all that fun stuff, because I have not been on this channel as much as I have wanted to in the last year, and I mean that's for a multitude of reasons, and there's, you know, many reasons for that. I'm saying the same thing, but it makes me sad that I haven't been able to upload as much or stream as much or things like that, and I'll get into that in a bit. But yeah, the purpose of this video is to kind of give you guys an update on how I'm doing at the end of the year and 2023, and also to tell you guys what my goals are for 2024. I'm not going to go into like personal goals really or anything like that. I might bring up a couple, but I'm mainly going to be focusing on content goals and also just kind of talking about how I'm doing right now, my mentality in terms of making content, in terms of my life and things like that, just because I feel it's important to do that every now and then. And also I was like, hey, you know, it's fun to document my life. I doubt people are going to see this video anyways. So I was like, you know what, it's fine. Thank you if you're watching this, by the way. I want to make that very clear. Thank you so much for watching this. But yeah, again, that's why I'm not putting the most effort into making it professional or anything like that. This is me rambling to the camera. I have no script. I just have my goals in front of me that I want to talk about, and that's it. So, yeah, this is me, this is who I am. Hello, hi, 'tis me, yeah. So yeah, 2023 has been a very intense year for me. And it's kind of interesting because it's like, even here today, the more I thought about it, the more I realized that this has been a rough year for me. Not necessarily, definitely not the roughest year for me, but it's been rougher than previous years have been, even compared to like quarantine and stuff like that, because with quarantine, I really got to focus a lot on myself. I got to focus on making content. I really got to do so many things that I wasn't able to do otherwise from dance, and it really allowed me to take a step back and analyze myself and grow immensely as a person for me. And this year, it was similar in that I feel like I have changed a lot as a person, and I think that's a great thing. Change is always good, but I feel like that this year has thrown a lot of curveballs at me, and I think that I haven't... Well, I'm not going to say I haven't been able to roll with the punches that well, but I will say it's a lot. It's been a lot this year. Not to say that this year has only been negative, far from it, which is why I think it took me so long to realize, like, this year has been kind of negative for me in the first place. Because, like, for example, I'm officially part of a company, which has been my lifelong dreams, well, not lifelong dream, but my dream since I was 13. I have a girlfriend now of 10 months, and I absolutely love her to death. She's amazing, she treats me so extremely well, and I'm so thankful that she's a part of my life. I got to see my family a lot more often than I have in previous years, the last 2 years, because of the fact that I've had more time off, and next year I'll be able to see them even more, which is very nice. I'm very happy about that. Again, I just got back from seeing them when in the last 2 years I haven't been able to see them at all for this time of year. I haven't been able to see them for Christmas, so it's been really nice in that regard. There's been great things that have happened. My summer was a fantastic summer for me. I finally got the Shorts channel up and running, which is part of the things I'll talk about later in terms of content goals. But there's been a lot of really positive things that have happened in my life, but I do think that, at least mentally, a lot of the goals I've set myself for me personally, I saw myself in a better place than I am currently at by the end of this year. And I think that's kind of hitting me now, where it's I saw myself in a better place than I'm at currently. And it's not just because of the things I've done. There's been many things out of my control, such as the fact that it's really hard for dancers to find a job right now. So it makes sense, but I did see myself in a much better place than I'm at currently, and that has been weighing on me a lot, especially because next year, I mean, I don't know, like, the next 3 months might be my last time, that might be my last time I'm dancing on the stage. I don't know. It's very stressful because I want to make a career out of what I'm doing, but because there's not that many jobs available, and, like, I'm not the best dancer ever, but I know my worth, and I know that I'm worth being paid, because I know, you know, I know that about me, and I'm gonna, like, pat myself on the back a little bit. Like, I feel like I deserve being paid at this point. But I'm at a position, I'm kind of caught between a rock and a hard place right now, and I'm really hoping that next year I will find something for me. I'm really scared that I won't. It's very hard to tell. This is the prime audition season. I'm going to be sending out my video in a couple of days to everywhere I can. It's a stressful time for dancers, and especially for dancers like me who are unpaid currently, basically working for free. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I'm very thankful for the fact that my schedule this year is less intense than it was last year. Or, well, I should say this, like, next spring is... Hold on. Next spring's schedule is going to be a lot less stressful than this last spring's schedule, which I'm very thankful for. Again, I'm going to be done a lot earlier than I was last spring, and I'm very thankful for that. But at the same time, it's very weighting to know, having that back in my mind, like, this could be my last year dancing. And I really hope that's not the case, but if I don't find a job that I can pay bills with, I'm kind of fricked. So that's been weighing on me a lot in the last several months, and I've realized that. Also, in terms of, like, content creation as well, I haven't been able to make content as much as I've wanted to. And I know part of that is because I'm more nervous streaming around my roommates and stuff like that. And I think a lot of that was just because last spring was very rough for me in terms of that, because my roommate wasn't the most understanding of that at the time. And also a bunch of other things happening in the spring as well. And I know, like, it's fine here, but I'm also, like, I don't want to have to step on any toes. I don't want to have to do anything like that. And my roommates fully support me streaming, and it helps having, like, my own space. But again, there's a reason I'm recording this now, 15 hours after I got back from, like, a trip that took me all day, just because my roommates are out. You know, I don't want to have to worry about being loud all the time when they're around, or having to work around their schedule, because they have their schedule too. Like, the bathroom's right next to me, so if they want to shower, then there's that. But anyways, this year has been a lot mentally. It's been a lot. It's been very challenging. I have grown a lot in terms of, like, I've grown a lot as a person. I've definitely grown a lot as a dancer. I feel like I've gotten a lot better as a dancer than I was last year, and a lot of it is because I'm not being immensely overworked like I was this last spring, and even not really in the summer, but, like, I was coming off that in the summer too. Like, what I had to deal with in the spring followed me until, like, the fall, basically, and it was very rough to come to terms to that I pushed myself to the point of breaking my body, basically. And I'm very thankful that I've gotten to the point now where I can recognize that and get through that, but also at the same time, it's rough knowing that I have pushed myself so much to the point of breaking my body, basically. Not getting injured, thankfully, knock on wood, but I've pushed myself to the point of breaking, and I've gotten nothing for it, it feels like. So, yeah, it's just been a very interesting realization for me, knowing that this year has been kind of rough. This year, like, overall, this next year is going to be very, very critical for me in terms of my career. I don't know what's going to happen to me. I don't know what's going to become of this channel. I don't know if all of a sudden I'll have a lot more time to focus on this channel, or if I move on with my dance career and finally make something out of it. it's very nerve-wracking, and I'm realizing now, even while talking about this, that I'm mentally in a rough state. Not necessarily a state that I haven't been in. Like, this is not the roughest I've ever been. You know what I mean? Like, I've been in rough patches, but this is definitely a rough spot for me mentally, and I think that's important to note, and I think it's important to grow from that. I'm not ending the year off the way I wanted to, and that's really taking a toll on me mentally. And I think that's important to recognize. I think this year has been, you know, I'll say this year has been positive in some aspects. This year's been positive in a lot of aspects, but this year's been negative in a lot of aspects too, including where I saw myself. I saw myself in a better position than I am currently, and that's affecting me a lot mentally. So I'm hoping next year I can really solidify myself better. I'm really hoping that I can accomplish more of what I want to accomplish. I'm hoping I can accomplish more of those extra goals that I have. I'm really hoping I can hit those content goals. I hope I can make content more consistently. I'm hoping I can do things not only just outside of dance, but I'm also hoping in dance as well, that I grow immensely as a dancer. And again, I feel like I have. I feel like I've grown immensely already as a dancer, but I feel like I can do even more. Like, I don't want my time to be up yet. It scares me that it might be forced to be up, depending on if I don't get any good offers. But I'm determined to not let my time be up. And I'm very nervous about what's to happen, but that's kind of where I am right now. I wouldn't say desperate, but I kind of am at the same time. It's going to be interesting. This next year is going to be interesting. I don't know what's going to happen. I hope next year at this time, when I'm making this video for 2024, I hope I can look back and say, like, I wish I could reassure the past self that it would work out. Everything worked out. I'm not at a point where I can do that, though. I don't know what's going to happen to me, and that scares me. That's a scary thought to be in. But I do think I'll get through it. I do think that something will happen. I do think I will be able to continue dancing. I think something will happen. I think I'll finally get my lucky break, which is something that I've been hoping for years. And I haven't really gotten it in terms of dance. I haven't gotten my lucky break I haven't gotten a lucky break in dance for years. And I think that's another thing that's hitting me mentally as well, is realizing that I have not had a lucky break at all. And it sucks because I've put so much work into this. But I think that, I genuinely think that my lucky break will come soon. And I hope it does, because I don't want to give this up. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. It'll be interesting to see what happens with the content, what happens with the channel, what happens with everything else. But, yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how much I grow as a dancer, how much I grow as a person, how much the channel grows as my content grows, and things like that. And even just like my own personal lives. Like, again, I have a lot of personal goals that I'm not going to go into detail about, but there's a lot of things that I wanted to do this year that I wasn't able to do because this year was very much a survival mode, which is a great way, honestly, to describe the year. Not even necessarily positive, negative, it was survival mode. There was a lot of things that went down, and a lot of the time spent this year was recovering from the absolute garbage I had to deal with the first half of the year. The second half of the year was better than the first half of the year, for sure, but a lot of it, I spent months recovering from, like, my body physically recovering from the things I dealt with. Like, sure, I wasn't physically injured and, like, I was able to dance, but there was a lot, both mentally and physically, that I could not do. And I still kind of feel the remnants of that, if I'm being honest. I still kind of feel the remnants of that, of, like, the last year, kind of weighing me down. And I'm hoping next year I can kind of let that go, let it pass, and continue to grow. But yeah, anyways, there's that. I didn't intend to go 15 minutes talking about that, but I will go ahead, switch gears, talk about my goals for the channel, my goals for all the things that I'm doing. So the first goal, I'm going to be mainly focusing on the YouTube Shorts channel. This doesn't come as a surprise to most people, I don't think. This channel has not been doing great, if I'm being honest. And I'm hoping I can do more stuff on here. I would love to upload at least once a month. Will that happen? I don't know. But My main focus is going to be the Shorts channel. I'm hoping to upload once every single day. That's the goal. Whether that'll happen or not, I don't know. Whether that's realistic or not, I don't know. But that is the goal, is to upload every day next year on the Shorts channel, have something to upload, because that channel has been doing really, really well. I have 77 subscribers. That's immensely amazing. And like, I haven't gained any subscribers recently, but that's because I haven't uploaded in like 2 weeks because I've been on vacation. So the fact that I have so many subscribers growing even after just a couple of months of doing it consistently, like I really started doing it consistently back in September, October, and like I had it a little bit in the summer, but then there was like several weeks where I didn't upload to that channel. And I think that is extremely important to note, that even in just a couple of months, I already have 77 subscribers. And that channel is only going to grow more and more because I'm learning more about how to push the algorithm. I'm learning more about how to get my videos out there to people so that way they can see it. I'm learning more how to maximize my video's potential, maximize my editing style, maximize my commentary, things like that. And that's very exciting for me. So as a result, one of my goals for next year, by this time in 2024, I hope to have 1,000 subscribers on the Shorts channel. Again, this seems ridiculous on paper because I only have 77 right now. However, that being said, one of the things I've noticed about the algorithm, if a short takes off, it takes off. And I can get several subscribers and thousands of views off of one short, even with the amount of subs that I have on that channel. And I'm hoping if I do that enough and if I do that consistently, then it's going to snowball effect into 1,000 subscribers. And that's my absolute main goal for content this year. That is my absolute main goal of the year, hitting 1,000 subscribers on the Shorts channel, because that would help immensely, not just advertising, not just getting my name out there finally, but also advertising this channel, advertising my Battles channel, which will also come up in a bit, and doing things like that. So that's one of my major goal for content. Another goal that I have is upload once a month on the main channel. I already said this, but that is my goal. I would love to upload at least once a month on this channel, a longer video, like more heavily edited, because I love making edited videos. I love doing that. The thing that sucks about it is that I don't have a lot of time to record or edit, especially when I'm doing the short stuff. But I think once a month on the main channel is a consistent goal that I can do, so that's my goal. I want to hit once a month on the main channel. That's my major goal. The next goal that I have is on this channel, I hope to hit 500 subs. And it's kind of funny because I put on my my little goal thing, I put in parentheses, unlikely. There's a reason for that. I haven't been focusing on this channel that much, and it's kind of a dead channel. It is a dead channel. But I think, especially if the Shorts channel grows, then my other two channels, my Battles channel and this channel, will grow along with it, which is what I really, really want to happen. And if I can hit 500 subs on this channel, YouTube has recently, in the last couple of months, have updated their monetization policy. You only need 500 subs to get monetized. And then, like, there's other requirements too, but, like, the main one is 500 subs. So I'm hoping that I can hit 500 subs, that way maybe I can start actually monetizing my content, which would be phenomenal for me, especially in terms of financially. That would help me immensely. So again, if you guys are a major fan of this channel, please, 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 be sure to share this channel around with your friends. Share your favorite videos. Share like the Played Up video. Share the Crab Game video. Share those types of videos with other people, because that's the type of content I want to make. And if this channel gets, the more support this channel gets, the more I'll be able to upload, the more I'll feel motivated to upload as well. And that's very important to me. So if you guys want to see more content, please subscribe, share this video with your friends, share not just this video, but like other videos of higher quality than this one with your friends, and get them to subscribe too, because that would really mean a lot, as well as to the Shorts channel. So yeah. My next goal involves the Battles channel I have, Gokey Battles, which I will link down in the description below. Both of those, I want to upload once a week on the Battles channel, and I want to hit 150 subs on the Battles channel. The Battles channel only has 6 subscribers. And it's not growing near as fast as the Shorts channel did, but I still want to try. I think that goal, again, is possible, because, again, with the support of the Shorts channel is what I'm mainly banking on, but it's the best, like, shot I've got, basically. And I want to upload once a week on the Battles channel just because I think that is a realistic goal. It can be multiple videos a week. I don't know. That could end up being the case. Maybe I upload all of my battles, maybe I don't. I don't know, but I think at least once a week is possible for me, and even if I'm not in a draft league or anything like that, uploading like Wi-Fi battles or something like that, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, that's my goal with that. Hopefully that happens. Another goal that I have is I want to live stream more often. I'm tired of working around my friends' schedules all the time, and I want to put my foot down and be like, yo, I'm going to live stream more often. I don't think I'll have a schedule necessarily, just because it's impossible to do that with roommates, because my roommates might have a party one night and I can't do anything about that. But I do want to live stream more often, and I want to be able to hang out with you guys more often, because that really does mean a lot to me, being able to like just chat with you guys, being able to hang out with you guys, being able to have fun with you guys again. I want to do that more often because I've really missed that. And I know part of it is because of the fact that I'm doing so much content, doing so much like uploading, things like that. But I think that is a possibility that will happen, especially after like March, because April, May, June, July, August, those 5 months, I'm gonna have a lot more free time on my hands. So I'm really hoping that I can live stream more often to you guys, because you guys deserve that. And that's a goal that I have, so there you go. Another goal that I have is hang out with the IBA squad more. I've really missed hanging out with my friends. Half the reason I made this channel in the first place was to find a community that I fit in with, because before this channel existed, I had nobody. I had no friends, I had nothing. And I feel like I've really lost that aspect of making this channel in the first place. I have so many online friends now that I just don't hang out with anymore because I don't have the time, or I'm making content or whatever. But like, I miss hanging out with the boys. I miss hanging out with Gizmo. I miss hanging out with West and Monk and Alex and Snore and Lemmy and all of them. And I'm a part of that, I'm part of their server that they hang out in. There's no reason for me not to hang out with them more. And that's something I really, really want to do. And I know, again, a lot of it is because I'm making so much content, I'm working so much, my dance drains me, physically and mentally, and I don't want to push myself and be like, oh, I gotta hang out with my friends, because that's not the point. But I want to at least feel more motivated to hang out with them, because I've really missed hanging out with them, and I want to make more content with them, because that's the bread and butter of this channel. I feel like at this point is making content with them, and I really miss doing that. So another thing I have, there's a NUZLOCKE series that I want to do on this channel. It's not the typical NUZLOCKE series that I did before this channel turned into a Draft League Battles channel and then became not that anymore. But there is a type of NUZLOCKE video. If you guys have seen Flygon HG, I want to do a certain series. This is an idea I had a year ago, I think, and I really want to do this because I think this would be a lot of fun, and it would also fit my once a month on the main channel upload schedule, and it's just something I have a lot of fun. I'm not going to say any more than I already have, but there is a monologue. I'll go ahead and say that. There's a monologue that I want to do. There's a monologue series that I want to do. Again, thank Flygon HG. If you guys know that channel, great. If not, then I highly recommend you check them out, because they make amazing content there. And yeah, the last goal I have is I want to upload at least one dance video. This is something that I've always really wanted to do. I love choreographing, and I've always really, really wanted to do a dance video. If you guys have seen like the Sergeant's Quiet Place video, that was for a project that I did with Washington School Ballet, and it meant a lot to me because, you know, I got to honor my late grandfather, and that was an absolute blessing that I got to do, and it did really, really well. And I know I can do more things like that. I just need to put my foot down and do it, because it's like there's so many ideas, and I'm like, well, I can't do it right now. I don't have the equipment I need. I don't have this. I don't have that. And it's like, no, just sit down and do it. That's all you need to do. And I keep telling myself that, and it's just so hard. But that is something I really, really want to do. I want to upload at least one dance video. That is a goal I am setting for 2024, and I hope that I can uphold myself to that. So yeah, there you go. Those are pretty much all the goals that I have for this year, and yeah, that's the goal for the channel. That's where I'm wanting to take the channel. That's what I'm hoping to do. I'm hoping to just have fun with this channel. I want to grow this. I want to make this a career alongside my dance, because I love making content. But again, similar to dance, I don't even know if that's going to be a possibility much longer. I'm hopeful though. I'm crossing my fingers, because I really love making content for you guys. I was born to entertain. That's what I was born to do. I hope this channel or my dance, or both, preferably both, takes off next year. Because if it doesn't, then I don't know if you guys will see me again, if I'm being honest. And as depressing as that sounds, like, it's crazy. But, you know, we'll see what happens. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys do enjoy. And again, for those of you who are also in a similar position that I'm in, or who aren't having the best of years or the best of times, keep at it. I mean, we're all in this together, right? I know it's rich coming from me, you know, being like, keep at it, you'll get through it. Because it's hard. It's really hard to keep telling yourself that. And that's something I've been telling myself for years, and, you know, I'm here. But that's what's going to get you through, is that mentality. And that's, despite everything that I have talked about at the beginning of this video, that's not something I'm giving up. I'm faithful that everything is going to be okay. I'm faithful that everything's going to work out. I'm not religious at all, by any means. I'm agnostic. But I have faith in my ability to work hard, that I will be rewarded for my efforts, if that makes sense. And admittedly, that's the one thing keeping me going right now. So in terms of, like, making these things careers, it's the main thing that's keeping me going, is, like, the hard work will get me somewhere. And I hope it does, because that's what I keep telling myself every day. So I hope I'm right. But again, we're all in this, we're all in this together. Like, you know, it's hard, and I want to be able to be a positive light for everybody, because that's just who I am as a person. I like being a positive person around other people. I like building people, bringing people up to me, as opposed to letting them, you know, letting them suffer alone. That's a good way to put it. I was going to say, like, let them be sad alone, but it's like, sometimes you need to be sad alone. I'm sad alone, like, a fair amount of the time. So it makes sense, but I want to be a person to where you don't have to suffer alone anymore. I want people to be able to, like, come to my content and just turn their brain off for a bit, because sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes that's all you need. And I hope I can continue doing that for you guys. I hope I can continue making content for you guys. I hope I can continue to make you guys proud. And, yeah. In terms of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, by the way, I finally beat the main game. I 100%ed the main game. Can you guys believe it? I did the Pokedex, I did the post game, I did all these other really cool things, and it makes me so happy. So, video in January, I will be playing the DLC. At some point, you will get a video of me playing the DLC. So be looking forward to that. I don't know when that's going to happen, I don't know how that's going to happen or what, but that is going to happen. And I promise you that. So, yeah. But yeah, anyways, that's going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for supporting me, no matter if you guys have just found me or if you guys have been supporting me for 5 years. I don't know. Thank you guys so much for supporting me in all of this. I really do appreciate it. And the support doesn't go unnoticed. The support doesn't go unnoticed at all. And, you know, again, even if you're from the Shorts channel, hi! If you're from the Shorts channel, please subscribe. But yeah, and if you guys haven't checked out the Shorts channel, please, or the Battles channel as well, please, I beg of you, I'm on my knees! But no, I beg of you to go check them out, because I'm really proud of the content I put out on those channels. I'm really proud of the content. I'm gonna put my foot down. One of the things I want to work on is acknowledging my accomplishments more. I'm really proud of the content I put out. I think I put out amazing content. So go check out the Shorts channel, the Battles channel if you haven't already. And yeah, this kind of devolved a little bit, but, you know, I felt like a lot of this was important to say. Not just for updating you guys, but also for me, and also just because, you know, if you guys happen to be struggling with similar stuff, you're not alone. And I think, especially in this day and age, that's important. That's an important message that needs to be said. You're not alone. You're always going to have somebody to turn to, whether that be me, somebody else, I don't know. Or even just in the comment section. You know, like, I want to be that person for people. I want to be that person that supports. I want to be that person that can help people out. And it's hard to be in that position when you need somebody to do that, help you out with that. But yeah, here's hoping next year, turning over a new leaf, gonna really hammer home and give it my all, because that's all I can do at this point. So yeah. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys Have a great, fantastic last day of 2023. And here is to an amazing, amazing 2024 for everybody. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you later, dudes! In the next video. Peace out, mates!